people could still laugh at themselves and laugh at comedy, and didn't look to be offended. Where now,
now everybody's offended about every fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's everybody wants to be a victim now versus like the Dean Martin celebrity roast.
Oh yeah, but the Rat Pack, you had Sammy, you had all the boys. I mean, they was very diversified, and they didn't give a shit about any of that crap. It was like, hey. Then
you brought Don Rickles on there, and he just insults everybody.
If you can hang with the big boys back then, you got to hang. That's it.
Hey guys, it happened. There's the proof. Dino made me the burger.
I've known you a long time, Dino.
Yeah.
And you have never, ever made me a cheeseburger.
You know what, man? Next time you come, it's
go buy an
on for
RV.
sure.
Yeah, go buy an RV.
Oh, that's right. You're not a buyer.
Yeah.
Cheeseburgers are for buyers, okay?
That means I must have bought the bus. So we're coming to you soon. Get your burger. Come to Mike Thompson. Buy that bus.
Hey guys, I want to give a little shout out to our little men of the Little League World Series. El Segundo pulled it off. California team.
Challenged him, and this game is over. Louis Lappy does it again. California, your Little League World Series champs on a walk-off home run.
You're going to remember this for the rest of your life, dude. Go crazy.
It was an exciting year to watch Little League Baseball. I don't know if you guys are into it, but next year you should definitely get into it. Watching these little guys play ball. I don't know, Adam, have you seen them? It's great. They make a lot of mistakes, but they make a lot of sensational things happen too.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, skill that kids like that have being put on display is cool. I kind of liken it to, I don't know, your stepping stones on the way to the minor leagues, which I really prefer to watching a major league game because you do have like a little more skill disparity. So you get to see people shine, and you also get to see people cutting their teeth and really putting in the effort rather than coasting through a win for a paycheck.
Ed, did you watch it at all?
Yeah, I watched it. I mean, I got really interested, especially when, California did it the hard way because they had to come through the losers bracket to play the championship game. They lost in one of the earlier games, like I said, and then they had to drop down into the losers bracket.
Did they lose? Well, no, they beat Texas, so they must have been an early game.
I want to say it was
pull it up.
Maybe the second round, maybe. It was still may have been in the regionals where they lost and had to win their way back through that and then back into the
full bracket that they went through is what we want to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how many games do they have to play?
Do you guys know if other teams from Southern California were in it? Because this is the World Series, so we got kids from all over the world, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Does Little League include Puerto Rico?
Yes.
It's a U.S. and Canada and Mexico, or just U.S.?
No, they played Caracas. I mean, they just got done. No, it's global.
Yeah, you had a team from China in there, a team from Japan in there. I mean, you've got...
Oh, yeah, look at that. Victory over Curacao.
Yeah.
Pabao, Little League. Okay, wow. I thought it was one of those misnomer World Series sort of things.
This
was because we got the Toronto Blue Jays, we have a World Series, right?
Think about this. Curacao only has 168,000 people, and they got into the last game of the World Series. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Good job, guys.
I think they've been there for the last 2 years, actually.
Well, I mean, think about
Curacao,
that.
I mean, I think they've been there.
They have been. They'll maybe next year, guys, They played a good game. I think it was only a 1-point deficit.
6-5, yeah.
Yeah, actually it was a walk-off home run by California that won it.
Yeah.
And they tied it up. Curacao tied it up, I think, in the third or the fourth inning with a grand slam.
Well, the very start of the game, the second pitch of the game, when California got up, home run, that started it off. So, but the two dynamic teams, and they gave us a hell of a game. And, it's so much more fun for me to watch that than it is just a everyday baseball game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, these kids, it's great to see the passion that they put into the sport because they're still playing the sport for the right reason.
Yeah.
Right. the money hasn't got into the game.
Well, not for the kids yet. I'm
Right.
sure the parents are a little pie-eyed on it.
Oh, of course they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course they
Yeah.
are.
You know, it's kind of like college football used to be, though. Now,
Yeah.
with NIL money coming into college
Right.
football, I wonder how much it's really going to change things.
I think it's still a little well behind, the money that would be there in in any college sports, right?
Yeah.
Until there's like a Little League World Series video game and they're using the likeness of the kids, that's, I think, where we'll always see like at least the pay difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
The interesting thing for me is Curacao and El Segundo. El Segundo's a teeny little town here in California. And, Curacao's got 168,000 people. I mean, that town's got less than that. But it's interesting that the big hubs aren't the ones like you see the Yankees and the Dodgers and, the big hubs, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just because, like you said, Adam, it hasn't got to that point yet. It's still about the passion of the game.
Yeah. It's still kids learning like, okay, this is how I've got to like just practice my fundamentals to do the right thing every play.
Yep.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch the ball hit the bat when they're batting.
Run at a grounder, glove low,
Yeah.
use all those fundamentals. Yeah.
But at that level, it's okay to make mistakes. At the national level, it's not.
All that showboating and highfalutin play. No time for that on the big
Time
leagues.
for that. Anyway, El Segundo, good job. Congratulations.
When I was in college, we had the Humboldt Crabs. Was like our yes. It's like they were like a team that played in Arcata that was made up of college players who would go around, and it was like the summer college league basically.
Yeah.
And we had all sorts of traditions at the Humboldt Crabs. They're a wonderful small town tradition. Shout out to you. Heckle night was always my favorite. I would take Mama Shar and Papa Tim to Heckle night.
Nice.
When they came down in the summers. And what happens is the Crabs as the home team hand out pages of heckles that you then yell at the opposing team as they come up to bat.
So they had to script you. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And,
Synchronized heckling.
Yeah, exactly.
and it makes for at least like a fun community atmosphere, as obnoxious and degrading it is as some kid who's just trying to get through a business degree,
Yeah, exactly.
But I think, again, it's playing for the right reason, just because you love the game,
And the innocence, too, of these kids at that age.
Well, that's the best part.
At the Little League age. Yes.
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Mhm.
Yeah, it goes back to the fundamentals, and like I said, they're still innocent in a way of, like,
Everything.
they're not even in junior high yet,
No.
I guess.
No, there's sixth graders.
Yeah, and they really. Oh, there you go, the Humboldt Crabs.
Humboldt Crabs, man.
I'm surprised some do-gooder somewhere ain't got a hold of that and made y'all change that name.
Well, just the Humboldt itself, and then crabs. Okay, let's dissect that.
Yeah, I mean, the crabbing industry is big up there, and so
course.
yeah.
Well, I
That's
figured.
not what I was in crab. I was
Yeah, that's what I
on a
was.
whole different track.
I was kind of like, man, Humboldt Crabs.
You're gonna have to do a lot of shaving. That's when you need Manscaped.
Yeah, there you go. Tie your Manscaped products in on this.
Yeah, you won't get those.
The
crabs.
catcher is not a popular position on the Humboldt Crabs, if you catch me there.
Yes.
Be like the little fat kid on Bad News Bears.
Oh, or in Sandlot, the little redhead kid who brings all the chew.
No, the Bad News Bears, the real Bad News Bears with Walter Matthau.
The old one, yeah.
That's the
Original,
greatest.
we'll call it for you.
And what was the girl on that?
Oh man, Walter Matthau would make her ice her elbow down after the game in his beer cooler. Remember?
Yep. As she got him another beer.
Yeah, hand me another beer. Walter Matthau was a great one.
Show or a movie? Was this one a show or a movie?
Oh, it was a movie.
That was a movie as well? Okay. Because I remember the Billy Bob Thornton remake they did.
No, that's not. Didn't even touch the.
Yeah, because these kids were like cussing and
Yeah, and it was Walter Matthau.
Chico's Bail Bonds was the name of their team. That's who they're
I'm pretty sure they did all that in the remake too. But the 70s comedies like that, like from that era of the SNL producers and stuff, I
Right.
think did hit way different.
You didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, people could still laugh at themselves
Right.
and laugh at comedy.
Right.
and didn't look to be offended. Where now,
Yeah.
Now everybody's offended about every fucking thing.
yeah, I mean, it's everybody wants to be a victim now versus like the Dean Martin celebrity roasts
Oh yeah.
were the best, man. I mean, because it didn't matter who you were.
You weren't
There was
safe
no,
anywhere.
but there was no meanness in it.
No,
You know,
no.
I've seen Kirk in many, many movies, and I say from the bottom of my heart, as an actor, he is weak. But Kirk,
But the Rat Pack, you had Sammy, you had all the boys. I mean, it was very diversified, and they didn't give a shit about any of that crap. It was
yeah.
like, hey,
Then you brought Don Rickles on there, and he just insults everybody.
if you can hang with the big boys back then, you got to hang. That's it, guys. But listen, now that you've watched the Little League World Series, have a nice night with your friends, your loved ones, and check out the old Bad News Bears. It's from 1976 with Walter Matthau. Check it out.